Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to you from Poland on 11th of January 2024. My name is Teresa Garland and I am electoral president of the Republic of Poland, the Social Constitutional Committee. We actively work to respect and enforce natural human rights, the Constitution and democracy in Poland. I have a message to His Excellency Ambassador Mark Brzeziński, who is responsible for Poland and he is de facto governor in Poland. His Excellency Ambassador Mark Brzeziński, U.S. Embassy in Warsaw, and to all concerned. Statement on the invalid parliamentary elections in Poland in 2023. On October 15, 2023, elections to the Parliament and the Senate were held in Poland. About 30 million Polish citizens were eligible to vote. On January 11, 2024, the Polish Supreme Court ruled that the elections were valid. But in reality, the elections to the Polish Parliament, contrary to the Supreme Court's ruling, are invalid due to the violation of the constitutional democratic rights of citizens. The judgment issued by the Supreme Court today, i.e. January 11, 2024, confirming that the elections to the Polish Parliament on October 15, 2023 were valid when over 99% of Poles are deprived of the opportunity to participate in elections as individual candidates, which is guaranteed in the Constitution. It is a bizarre ruling, not to mention that it is once again a coup d'etat against Polish democracy, carried out by the judges of the Polish Supreme Court, a denial of citizens' passive voting rights by the Supreme Court, and therefore it is a violation of the Polish Constitution. U.S. President Abraham Lincoln once said, "You can fool all of them some of the time, and some of them all of the time, but you can't fool everyone all the time." I remembered this quote after today's announcement by the Polish Supreme Court that the election in Poland 2023 were valid. In the light of the Constitution and the constitutional rights of the sovereign of the Polish state, i.e. the Polish nation, to exercise sovereign power, the elections cannot be considered valid or binding. Polish citizens have the right not to recognize the government elected in the elections on October 15, 2023, and have the full right to exercise power directly based on Article 4 of the Polish Constitution. Voter turnout has no significance here because it only reveals the level of media fraud, the use of censorship in the media, the lack of information for citizens, and the concealment of the truth about their passive democratic voting rights, as well as not allowing people with national and patriotic views to access to the media, television, and therefore the elections. In fact, today, i.e. January 11, 2024, the Supreme Court approved de facto a private parliament, which consists only of representatives of political parties, which have about 250 members, 50,000 members. The supposedly elected MPs on October 15, 2023 are de facto representatives of this private group of 250,000 people whose interests will be carried out by the so-called elected MPs. The MPs elected on October 15, 2023 do not represent or implement the common law, common goods of the entire Polish nation, but the good of party cliques. Meanwhile, over 29 million Poles could not nominate their candidates into the parliament election due to the wrong electoral code, which is inconsistent with the constitution and de facto did not include the right to stand for election for over 99% of Poles. Isn't this a fraud of an organized criminal group on a huge scale and to the detriment of the entire Polish nation? The District Electoral Commission in Krakow, in violation of the Constitution, refused to register individual candidacy for the elections on October 15, 2023. According to the constitutional provisions, at least half of the MPs should come from direct elections, i.e. from individual candidates who do not belong to any political party. In Poland, individual candidates who would like to represent the interests of the entire Polish nation and not only part of it, i.e. parties, were blocked from running for the parliament. In practice, if someone who does not belong to a political party and would like to run in election to act for the common good of the entire Polish nation, he or she must obligatory form committee team and collect over 125,000 signatures of support to be allowed to run in election for a seat in the parliament. Moreover, to enter into the parliament, the most must exceed the 5% electoral threshold. This is impossible, especially since in Poland no one from outside party cliques has access to television and money. In comparison, in the UK, United Kingdom, 8 signatures are enough so that the candidate can stand for elections individually. Therefore, the elections held on October 15, 2023, with respect to the highest law in Poland, the Constitution, are invalid. The ruling of the Polish Supreme Court is inconsistent with the Constitution and cannot be recognized by the sovereign, i.e. by the Polish nation. At least half of the deputies in the current parliament is illegal. It is also inconsistent with the international law of right to self-determination of nation. With respect and esteem, Teresa Garland, sworn-in electoral President of the Republic of Poland, Coordinator of Steering Committee, Chief of Special Mission. Thank you.